My property is completely worth nothing, and I can't use it for what I want. When I moved here, it was a beautiful spot with trees all around and just one little tiny road that led to my house. My children used to have the campfires out here and sleep around the campfires and tell stories, but now where the campfire was is all flooded up.
Cheryl Eberting had a dream, like many Americans. She just wanted to remodel her home, and she bought 3 lots next to her house as a future investment.
Time came by and we were able to buy 3 more lots, and I thought that would be a wonderful opportunity to have money for retirement if I need to, or so the children could build a house nearby to take care of me, or have a family trust, whatever I wanted to do. I didn't want to have to make a choice at that time.
The shores of Phantom Lake have a low slope, and the water level's in a delicate balance. If not managed properly, the water can rise very rapidly. Sadly, the city of Bellevue has decided to direct their stormwater into Phantom Lake, and the water level is rising rapidly.
The lake became contaminated when the city began to run water from off of the street into the lake. It ran over a dump that had been there for 20 years. They developed something to give runoff down into Lake Sammamish so our lake wouldn't get too high. But through the years, the city has refused to make it work so that the water runs off. The year we had a big rainstorm, the water was allowed to come within 5 feet of my house.
The city has attempted remedies, but they're unwilling to solve the very problem that they've created.
Some years ago, on one of my properties, the city decided that they wanted to put a pump station there, and I had no choice. So they took my property, offered me $1,500, and now I have a pump station on one of my vacant lots. It just seems to me that the city wants to get a hold of this property so they have a beautiful spot like Green Lake within the city, and they're trying to price me out by taking away the value of all of my properties, making it impossible for me to even remodel my house the way I would like to do it. They want to see everybody around here completely off the lake so they can have their own park.
All Cheryl wants is to use her property as she originally intended. But the city of Bellevue is choosing to ruin her property by flooding her not just in water, but in regulations and bureaucracy.
My goals would be to have my own property rights, to have a choice of still having my lots be valuable, be able to sell them, be able to get building permit on them, being able to remodel my house, having my freedom to just live my life without being told what I can or can't do or having value taken away. It doesn't mean I would sell my lots, but I would just like to have the privilege of having them here for my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren in the future. I want my property rights restored completely.